Hey, Shalom. I hope you can hear me. I want to give all the praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Barchaha Kodash. Double honor to the elders of Great Millstone who taught me this truth. A sincere Shalom, Labakarium, Shah Yasha'Allah, that's peace to the hopeful elect of the nation of Israel. Now, I just seen this video. I mean, literally, man. You know, this is from off the channel here. Arrows of Indignation 144. Man, I'm telling you, yeah, these people are crashing out, you know, especially the so-called black woman, man. She's out of her mind. But we can expect, you know, things like this to take place because the scriptures say that in the last days, people will love only themselves. Matter of fact, we're going to read that in 2 Timothy 3:1 in the NLT. This is, you should know this, Timothy, that in the last days, which we're in, there will be very difficult times. And we about to hit some difficult times to the point where these people are going to get very cold. And as you're going to listen to this woman, she left her whole family to pursue a career of happiness with her degrees and life. I mean, just have no understanding on what time she's in. Like a lot of these women, they're oblivious to the time that they're in. They're having so much fun, right? So much fun. Everything is about fun and enjoyment with these women. That's why at the last minute, they're going to crash out. It says, very difficult times, for people will love only themselves and their money. As you're going to hear, you know, she left her husband, she left her children to pursue a career. She ain't heard AI is about to destroy the middle class. And all these degrees that these women got is all in healthcare, some form of assistance, sitting at a desk, pushing buttons, you know, dispatch. You know, this is the industry that the woman goes into. And now, with AI technology, they don't need you anymore. Well, she's not reading the articles that just said 300,000 black women just lost their job. And a lot of those jobs were government jobs. But then you got fools like this, that you're going to hear fools loving only themselves, left a whole family, husband and kids. And the husband probably didn't care. Who knows what type of demon she is, you know? But this is the confusion of Babylon right here. What's in this woman's head, and a lot of the woman sitting right next to you, laying next to you. The confusion that's in their head is unbelievable. These women are delusional in a day like this. Top stories happening in the world. The takeover is happening, and they are in the pursuit of a career. I'm going to read this again now. For people will love only themselves and their money. They will be boastful and proud. This woman is very proud, just like all of them. All of them, especially Eve, living a life off public assistance. Very proud. But see, the Lord is about to bust those bubbles, man. You women are coming down. You're coming down hard. Like, check this video out, man.
I left my husband, I left my kids, and I moved to a whole new city, a whole new state rather. Just me, no one else. And I didn't move because I didn't love them, but I finally decided to love myself too. And so for years, like, I put myself on the back burner, you know, just being a mom, being a wife, which is great, you know, it's awesome. But, you know, all this time, like, I was wearing a smile, but deep down, like, I wasn't really happy inside, you know.
And that's for a lot of you men. This is what you men get. You know, you pick these women because They're light skinned with the long hair or whatever, and you wife them up. You let them sit home. They bury your children. You running out like a monkey every day, like a madman, just to take on the reputation of my woman don't work and I pay all the bills. And she's sitting home and she resents you for this. She's sitting home plotting and planning on how to leave you. And you running around Babylon, proud that your woman don't work and that you make a six figures driving yourself crazy in an economy that's falling apart. And this is what happens.
I realized that I couldn't keep living a life that made everyone else comfortable while I was crumbling inside. So literally, I made the most hardest decision ever, the most soul stretching decision ever, and that was to...
You made the dumbest decision in a time like this. The dumbest decision. Well, that's the Lord setting you up, and you're in a whole new state. This is the duty of a woman here, man. This is Titus 2, verse 3. The aged woman likewise, that they be in behavior as becometh holiness, not false accusers, not given to much wine, teachers of good things. See, these older women are not doing this. These young women are out here on their own. There's no grandmothers, from the old school. And these women don't want to follow the steps of the ancient women. So you're going to have to deal with Jacob's trouble on your own. It's okay. You want to be modernized? Stay that way. But when trouble come lurking, because it is lurking, and you out there and the 911 system ain't working, and you out there in a whole nother country, some of these women are moving to Japan, they moving to the Philippines, they done got their passport, and when things go down and when the Lord seal the deal, you on your own. So it says that they may teach the younger woman to be sober. So these women don't correct each other. They're not helping each other. Matter of fact, the older women out here are helping the younger woman dig a deeper hole than themselves. So it's like the women are each other's enemies, but they champion each other at the same time. But they hate each other. Figure that. It says to be discreet. Oh, you know that these women are not discreet. Chaste, definitely ain't chaste. Keepers at home. She just left her home. To go build some fantasy from a romantic novel that's in her head, that's not reality, somewhere in a whole other state. And she'll come back crawling once the reality hit her ass that you made the dumbest decision. And she probably got it. Her mom probably boasted her up. Her sisters helped push her. A gang of women helped put this into this woman's head. I seen it myself in my family. I seen women come and give the wrong counsel, talk women out of their marriage. Now they divorced and miserable and struggling. I've seen women counsel other women out of a no one has it good. But it was good enough to where you were able to survive. Two is better than one. But you were expecting this Hollywood romantic relationship that don't exist. You come into a relationship, it's going to be a struggle, especially for the Israelites. Whether you under the whether you under the curse or not. Just the dynamic of being a man and being a woman. We got to find out how we fit and work together. But it's going to be ups and downs. Nothing is going to be an easy street. But these women are stuck into these romantic novels, stuck into these Tyler Perry movies. And if it ain't working out the way she sees it or her emotions allow it, and she break out to a whole nother state, man. This is going to go really bad for a lot of these women. It says to be discreet, chaste, keepers at home. This is what the Lord requires of you. What did it tell you? A virtuous woman buildeth her home. We're going to get that. It says good, obedient to their own husbands. This woman was not obedient. I'm sure when she was home, she was probably like a damn lion in the house. Like she was just doing all the right things, and then she just got this epiphany. Oh, you know what? I'm going to just leave this situation. If I was that guy, I would go check the DNA of those children, man, because they probably not even his. This is what's going on, man. It says, obedient to their own husbands, that the word of Yahweh be not blasphemed. And this is what happened when you take the fear of the Lord out of the earth. Now that the fear of the Lord is no longer on the people, there's no wisdom and understanding. When the fear of the Lord is on the people and the Lord balances the earth with his knowledge, you don't have things like this, because the Lord laws would have stopped this. That's why we need to reset. That's why we need Yahweh Shai here for shit like this.
Packed my bags and moved to Nashville. I actually, one day I just woke up and, I was just like, well, I can't do this anymore. Like, I feel like I need to do something different, like other than what I'm doing. And I felt like I needed to find me again. Like I said, because, I felt like I was losing myself. So anyway, like, rewinding, I had actually applied for a position with Vanderbilt. And I ended up getting the position, and they were offering a sign-on bonus as well as a relocation bonus. And yeah, like, I got the position and I took it. So anyway, no safety net, like no guarantees, no nothing. I applied for my apartment and everything. Like, I literally like got approved for everything like right away. So it seems like everything had just fell into my lap. Like, it was what I was supposed to be doing.
Yeah, it did, because the Lord is setting you up, dummy. The Lord is setting you up, man. He created this path for your destruction. World War III about to pop off. The mark of the beast about to hit. And you know you're going to take it because you're going to want to survive. No safety net, no guarantee. What you going to get out there and get on the system out there and meet another simp and have more children? Oh yeah, the Lord is setting these women up for something nice, man. This is Proverbs 14 verse 1. It says, the title is, this is a wise woman buildeth her house. A wise woman buildeth her house, but the foolish plucketh it down with her hands. And that's what she did. She's not a wise woman. She didn't stick to the script of Proverbs 31 verse 10, right? This is Proverbs 31 verse 10. It says, who can find a virtuous woman? You ain't finding it here in Babylon the Great. I mean, you get what you get. You make the best of it, knowing that this is not our rest here, man. We here suffering. The Lord give you a halfway decent woman. You can work with it. She ain't stopping you from doing the work. So be it. But these men out here in the world, the Lord give them a woman according to their actions and their behavior and how the Lord feel about them. So you got wicked men that's snared with these wicked women like this, man. That'll bear you 3-4 children, right? And then just walk away from the whole situation and leave it all on you. This is what happens. So don't expect no virtuous woman, in this kingdom. These women will come. But for now, this is what you got to deal with. That's why Paul said, look, you in this work, you're doing the work. Don't mind the woman right now. Stay focused, especially how close we are. You run into a dirt bag like this. It says, who can find a virtuous woman? For her price is far above rubies. That's the kingdom right there, man. I know it's sisters out there that believe or whatever, but it's just too much freedom, too much liberty for these women here in Esau's kingdom. And at any time, a woman is driven by her emotions. At any time, she can get that feeling, right, that she's 19 again, go make a stupid move and sink the whole household. That's why you gotta put a gate around these women. But only the Lord can do that, man. You pray to the Lord that this woman don't wake up one day and just flip out, and try to do her Stella got her groove back on you or something, man. It's that dangerous in Babylon, because these women are driven by that. That was an emotional move she made. She ain't thinking. So when we get to the kingdom, we gonna get these virtuous women. But for now, man, we living on prayer. It says, the heart of her husband doeth safely trust her. Man, now you wonder why these men don't trust these women. because they not virtuous. Can't trust these women, man. They out here driving, the roads are destroyed, they're emotional, getting behind the steering wheel, they angry, they in these courtrooms. Everywhere you go into a store, you got AT&T with Verizon, there's a mean, evil, black woman at the counter. Up in Target, Walmart. The Lord said that a woman should compass you, man. So this whole system is set up by Babylon. That's why America is called the whore that sitteth upon the beast with the 7 heads and 10 horns, man. And that's a madam. She's the top whore. America's the top whore. So it's only right that all the women that's here become whores and do what they want to do. This is what happens when a woman has too much liberty. So our heart don't trust him. It says, the heart of her husband doeth safely trust her, so that he shall have no need of spoil you. She will do him good and not evil all the days of her life. Now, this don't fit these women, man. We vex constantly behind these women. And this is part of the Israelite man punishment. And that's the whole 12 tribes. Okay? The Lord has set our women over us. So we don't expect peace. If you get a little peace, so be it. But we need Yahushua back here immediately for foolishness like this, man. And then we get that virtuous woman.
And because of that, it really validated my decision to leave. And so I did that. I get to Nashville. I started rebuilding my life. I even started thinking of another business endeavor that I had been thinking about for the past 5 years.
This is not a businesswoman, man. Especially Jake. It's a lot if we keep stopping. But would you trust her running a business with a mind state like this? The first business was your family. That was your business, your family. Let's finish this in Proverbs. Let's see. Is this the business? Is the family this virtuous woman business? Well, let's find out. This is Proverbs 31 verse 15. She riseth also while it is yet night. So this woman is working day and night, and giveth meat to her household, and a portion to her maidens. She considereth a field, and buyeth it with the fruit of her hands. She planteth a vineyard. Why? Because all this was going to the family. The family was the business, dummy. It says she girdeth her loins with strength, and strengtheneth her arms. She perceiveth that her merchandise is good. Her candle goeth not out by night. She layeth her hands to the spittle, and her hands hold to the draught. Stretch out her hands to the poor, yea, she reaches forth her hands to the needy. She is not afraid of the snow for her household, for all her household are clothed with scarlet. She maketh herself coverings of tapestry. Her clothing is silk and purple. Her husband is known in the gates when he sitteth among the elders of the land, because the family was the business, and she was working. She was up knitting and doing this and doing that and buying fields and bringing it back to the family. That's the business. But this is what we get here under the rulership of Esau, man. This is what we get here under the rulership of you damn devils, man. And you wonder why we hastening the day. We hastening to be let loose. We hastening Yahushua coming back and bringing forth these last prophecies, man, so we can get the hell out of here. You wonder why? Why we want to leave? Because of nonsense like this, man.
Build up the courage to do. And if you know me, you know I've had businesses. Even just saving money, paying off debt, rebuilding my credit, everything. I got my stuff back up. which I'm like totally proud of. And now like I'm getting ready to graduate with my master's in public health here in September 5th to be exact. And honestly, like I still have like a long ways to go. Like there's still so much that I want to do. I cried, I prayed, like I healed, and I did a lot, like, and I found me. But like I said, like I'm not done yet, and I'm like so damn proud of how far that I've come. Like you don't even know the half. And I contemplated about whether like I wanted to even share this, you know, because yeah, like I've always like shared, you know, good news about, you know, certain things happening like in my life, but I've never just opened up and really just shared my truth to people. So this is new for me, and it's definitely like, you know, taking a leap of faith, because this is nothing that I, you know, ever really like imagined doing. But yeah, this is
social media. Y'all can go over to this channel and watch the rest of this, man. Social media has destroyed the woman's mind. The worst thing that Esau did was release social media and allow these women to put their face on camera, record and upload it to the YouTube circuit, man, and all these other circuits, man. Because they not even thinking. They just jumping on here and just putting stuff up, man. Like she said, this stuff. But that's just show you. These are kids. Women are children, man. This is something you expect from a child. So you don't expect too much from the weaker vessel. And if you're thinking your woman is on a level that's next to you, man, you're sadly mistaken. This is how they think. They're driven by emotions. And now they're going to get it. Ain't nobody going to save her. Oh, she ain't hearing about all the stabbings and robbings and murdering that's going on with women. Well, she's on her own. But this is what you get in Babylon. Some foolishness about some damn degree, man. Some damn degree. Yeah, they called back the student loans on August 1st, too. And I'm sure she took out a loan for that degree. So that degree, that piece of paper that's worthless, now you got to pay $40,000, $50,000 with interest back on it. And she'll be trying to crawl back to the family. But you know the Lord is doing this to her, as well as the rest of these women that's making these dumb decisions at this time. So for the hopeful Akwaf, the hopeful elect Akwaf out there that's holding it down, fighting, you better fight them emotions and ask, beg, pray that Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shah guide you. Because I know it ain't easy. Because this land, this is your freedom. You can get up and make a dumb decision like this. And you got certain institutions that'll back you. And then they're going to drop you and leave you out there in the cold once this deal is set, man. Because she going to have to take the mark of the beast. She going to have to take it. She going to need some type of universal basic income to try to keep her story going. Because these women got pride when they mess up. They don't want to fess up to it and say, yeah, I messed up, I apologize. They're not going to say that. They're going to keep going, even if it means they sleeping in their car, sleeping at Penn Station. That pride to have them sleeping on the street, then to turn back and say, I messed up. So, man, look, we're going to end it right here, man. This is, I'm going to read a few more, and that's it, man. This is madness. This is Proverbs 9, verse 13. It says, a foolish woman is clamorous. She is simple and knoweth nothing. Always blabbing your mouth. Blabbing. That's clamorous. Or every time you turn on the camera, it's a woman got a camera in her damn face telling all her business. No matter how stupid it is. Then you got people doing commentary videos on them. They don't even care. As long as they get some likes, you know, they get some views, and it ups their ego. They don't even care. It's clamorous, foolish, and simple, man. That's why Esau, you got to be stopped. This was the worst thing you can do, is put these women in these positions, man. This is Proverbs 19, verse 13. A foolish son is the calamity of his father. And a lot of these sons are raised by these women. That's why they turn out foolish. It says, and the contentions of a wife are a continual dripping. And you know how dripping is annoying. It's a simple 1,000 drops of water, one at a time, slow, seconds apart, man. It can drive you crazy. Crazy. That's the woman. That's the contention of a woman, man. So you really gotta, stay prayed up out here, digging through these women, man. They don't care. They driven and they're loyal to only their emotions. That's it. They're not loyal to us. This is Proverbs 21 verse 9. It says, "It is better to dwell in a corner of the housetop than with a brawling woman in a wide house." And that says it all right there. That says it all right there. It said, "It is better to dwell in the wilderness than with a contentious and angry woman." And these women are extremely angry. It says it's better to be in a wilderness with the crocodiles. You got these women talking about they'll choose a bear over a man. Yeah, guess what? Guess what the scripture just said? It's best to be out there with the bears, than be in the house with your angry ass, man. And like I said, the women that the Lord bringing in, man, that's a very honorable thing, that the Lord, is bringing the hopeful elect lady in. Don't take that lightly, because these women, consider yourself blessed on a whole nother level. That the Lord cleared up your eyesight and led you to the men of the Lord at this time for safety. But a lot of these women are going to be left out here in the cold. This is 2 John 1 verse 1. "The elder unto the elect lady." So the elect lady is out of here. And she ain't one of the, well, we'll see, the Lord willing. I ain't going to say that. But, hey, maybe she'll wake up when Jacob trouble hit, and the Lord will lead her to a brother and have mercy on her. Because this is just basically a dumb decision, man. And by the law, a woman can't walk away from her husband. She's bounded to her husband as long as he's alive. So Esau's just broke every law when he set up his system of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, and she could be put to death. She's gonna be out there sleeping around with men. That. Look at her. She's not a bad looking woman. So Esau, man, you broke every ordinance and every law. So will the Lord have mercy on him? Who knows? This is the same scripture, GNT. It says, "From the elder to the dearly to the dear lady and her children." Okay? NIV. "The elder to the lady chosen by Yahweh and to her children." NLT. "This letter is from John the elder. I am writing to the chosen lady." So there's chosen women out there that's going to start waking up. Who made dumb decisions. Probably the worst decisions ever. Got all kind of bodies on you, because you've been living in Babylon. You've been living that college life. That's the worst life for a woman. Going to school. School ain't nothing but a whorehouse. And the Lord gonna have mercy on you. And at the last minute, man, the Lord gonna bring you into this truth. He had mercy on your soul. So the chosen lady is waking up. It says, "To the chosen lady and her children." And your children. So there's certain children sent to men and women at this time for safety and for salvation. Yahweh Bahashem Yahushua makes no mistakes. Okay? There's women bearing children right now that's pregnant that the Lord going to save you, your children, your household. Tell you about that woman that believes she can save her unbelieving husband. So those women are here too. I'm just balancing it out because, man, the madness that's coming from these wicked women is overwhelming. It's over flooding the internet. But that chosen lady, that elect lady, she's sitting there quietly praying, hold on, hold fast, hold tight. Because it's going to end very, very well for you. Okay, I'm going to finish this out. It says, "This letter is from John the elder. I am writing to the chosen lady and to her children, whom I love in the truth, as does everyone else who knows the truth." So that's to the elect lady, hold strong. But these women out here, tearing down their house, their protection. A husband is for physical protection as well. So a man should be more precious than fine gold. This is going to bring, look, she might be one of them women, 7 women to one man looking for help. And she ain't bad looking, she repenting, I'm sorry, but you messed up. A lot of these women, man, they gonna walk away and destroy situations, man. They gonna need help real soon. This is crazy, man. Hopefully, the Lord may have mercy, bring her ass back home. Who knows? But we blessed. The Lord took us out of this dark world, man. This is a very disgusting place. So we want to give all the praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh. Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachaha Kodash. Double honor to the elders of Great Millstone who taught us this truth. A sincere Shalom, Labakarium, Shal Yasha Allah, that's peace to the hopeful elect of the nation of Israel. Thank the Lord for his mercy. Through the Lord's mercy, we had his truth, we got hope. So we're not out here making these dumb decisions, man. Shalom.